After more than a decade of controversy, questionable selections, and endless debates on talk shows and message boards, the College Football Playoff (CFP) Selection Committee has unveiled new changes to the way it evaluates strength of schedule. The announcement, made Wednesday, August 20th, has been presented as a step toward more fairness and transparency. But for many observers, the first reaction wasn't applause, it was disbelief. The committee now says it will weigh games against strong opponents more heavily, introduce a record strength metric that rewards teams for beating quality competition, and impose steeper penalties for losses to weaker teams. In plain English, beating good teams should help you, beating bad teams shouldn't, and losing to bad teams should hurt you. To fans, coaches, and analysts who have been pointing this out for years, the reaction is unanimous. What on earth has the committee been doing since the playoff began in 2014? The obvious becomes innovation. All of these modifications will help the selection committee as they rank the top 25 teams, said CFP Executive Director Rich Clark. That may be true, but critics note that these so-called modifications aren't groundbreaking concepts. They're the very basics of evaluating football teams. Every poll in college football history, from the Associated Press to the coaches' poll, has been built on the principle that strength of schedule matters. It doesn't take a mathematician to recognize that a 9-3 season in the SEC carries more weight than an 11-2 record in a weaker league like the ACC or American Athletic Conference. And yet, the committee's track record tells a different story. Indiana and SMU. The breaking point, the tipping point for many, came last season, when the CFP handed postseason berths to Indiana and SMU, selections that baffled fans across the country. SMU waltzed into the playoff with an 11-win record that looked impressive on paper but came against one of the softest schedules in modern memory. A historically bad Florida State, rebuilding programs like Stanford, Pittsburgh, and Duke, and non-conference matchups against Nevada, Houston Christian, TCU, and BYU. When matched with elite competition in the playoff, SMU was blown out by 28 points in the opening round, confirming critics' suspicions. Indiana's resume wasn't much stronger. The Hoosiers rolled through a putrid Big Ten slate highlighted by a fading Michigan program and capped it with a cupcake non-conference lineup of Florida International, Western Illinois, and Charlotte. Once in the playoff, they were handled easily by Notre Dame, losing by double digits after the Irish all but let up in the second half. To many, those selections revealed a deeper problem. The committee valued pretty win-loss records over meaningful results. Georgia's controversial